In today's personal development session, we'll discuss the decision time frame. It's a simple concept that could radically change your life for the better over the medium to long term. This concept will help you to take consistent steps towards achieving your goals and to make the journey more enjoyable. You see, I was listening to a Brian Tracy audio program yesterday, and he quoted a survey that showed that wealthier individuals have a longer decision time frame compared to those in lower income groups. I thought that was fascinating, and I wanted to expand on that idea as it's a very important observation. Let's explore by looking at a simple example. Let's say you're deciding, should I eat that second slice of chocolate cake? Now, if you only looked at the short term when making the decision, it's obvious you're going to eat it because there are only pros and no cons. But if you look at the medium term, some people may decline to eat it because past experience shows that if you eat such rich foods, you might feel sick afterwards. Now, a person who's fit and healthy, or should we say a person committed to reaching their health goals, would have a longer decision time frame. He or she would bypass the short-term gains and see that in the long term, overeating high sugar foods would lead to weight gain, low self-esteem, or even worse, chronic diseases like diabetes or heart disease. So you see, it's no surprise that the studies show that successful people, now by that I mean people who consistently achieve their goals, are those who have a long-term perspective when it comes to making decisions. This applies to all areas of decision making in your life. Whether it's about saving money and investing it wisely, committing to a relationship with a loved one, or any other decisions we need to make on a day-to-day basis. The takeaway points for today's short session is simple. Ask yourself when you make decisions, do you habitually focus only on the short term, or do you take a medium to longer term perspective? Just remember that successful people have made it a habit to consistently make decisions with a much longer time frame in mind than their less successful counterparts. So the action point here is for over the next 21 days, try to consciously think about the long-term implications of every decision you make. If you can do this consciously for 21 days or more, chances are you will begin to make it a habit and thus reap the rewards by increasing your chances of achieving your life goals. There's one more key idea I'd like to leave you with, and that's the concept of sacrifice. Because inevitably, a lot of good decisions, the wise decisions, will require you to sacrifice some pleasure in the short term. This is going to be a problem for a lot of people. Now, my mentor, Bob Proctor, helped me to reprogram the meaning of the word sacrifice. I hope it helps you too. He defines sacrifice as giving up something of a lower value for something of a higher value. You see, in our life, we cannot have any vacuums. If you fill your life with bad stuff, there's no space for the good stuff. So when you're giving up the short-term gains, you are allowing space for the more important longer-term gains to come into your life. There's no other way for the good to come in if you do not create that space. So remember, short-term sacrifice is a great thing when the decision is consistent with your goals. I hope this session has helped you. I look forward to discussing more great ideas with you in future videos.